is a whole lot easier than not doing it at all. Doing the process, doing the steps, letting the process to your goal fuel you. And you may know your end point is the getting up every morning, uh, preparing for the day that fuels you, that drives you, the consistency, the persistency, not the rumination, not the overthinking, not the getting lost in thought, thinking about the same steps over and over again, coming to irrational conclusions. Because sometimes the things that's around us today came from the most perceived irrational people who completely kept persisting at their goals, even though it may look crazy to the other individuals. The process is what fuels you. The system is what fuels you, not the rumination. You know, and as I've been seeing that, as I've been going in, I've been one video, one recording, one song, it's one beat, it turns into another beat, turns into another song, it turns into another video. And it's easier than the last time I started this up. When you learn a technical part of the process that you gotta go through, the small things that jump in the way and frustrate you, things that you wouldn't even expect to slow you down. When they come around, you be ready to pull that shit off the next day. So I would say consistency, persistency is what fuels me, and that really gives me the energy that I need, not the thinking. And you think to a point, right? But it gets to a point where that it's not productive. You know, these people thinking about the same thing for years and years and years, and it's not even. It's more so on the emotional side. It's more on some resentment, and they go nowhere. Whether you do the same thing for years and years, and you putting that shit into something that could spark off into something new, that could be that could lead to you for a better future. Every moment right now we create a new future for ourselves. People forget that, they get lost in time. You know, there's mindless people out here. So you gotta get fueled by the process. You gotta get fueled by the present moment right now. And if you ain't doing that, then what are you doing? So that's why it's easy for me like to do this now. Like at first it was a little hard, like what the fuck? Cause I gotta figure out cameras. I gotta figure out technical aspect. This I don't did that, you know. And I'm still learning, and I know a whole lot more than I used to. I didn't even sign up to know most some of this shit. I didn't even sign up to know everything. Like, you learn that through the process. You learn what you need to know to go through the next steps. My mind is moving faster. You know, I was way sluggish when I had all the things I had to do on my mind at one time. You know, you write that shit, you write it down, you separate it, you dedicate the time and the energy, and you move with that. You know, you figure it out and keep it pushing, man. Don't let the planning process, don't let the planning period last too long. It won't be perfect. You know, it won't be perfect no matter how picture perfect the plan is. So do not expect that. All right, now biggest thing about the biggest benefit, you know what I'm saying, of being fueled by your goal, you fueled by your system. So far for me is that, man, I'm waking up like what's to it. You know what I'm saying? And it made me really realize my goals. Like I'm staying consistent with this shit. I'm really meaning what I believe, I'm really meaning what I say. I'm really meaning a lot of things. So it makes you know like if you're not consistent, maybe you it's not just for you. You know what I'm saying? If you I'm not saying that I just started off right the first day though. Hell no. I wouldn't even say I'm completely consistent now. But I say I'm more consistent. You know what I'm saying? Consistency isn't just black and white. Because you might have I need to go hit the gym 6 days a week. You miss one day and all of a sudden you feel like a failure when you've been consistent. So I wouldn't say hold your standing aside to what consistency is. Consistency is just doing way more than you did, just doing a little bit more than what you did the other day or last week. And in a period of 12 weeks, you will never know where your life goals could go just by being consistent, and you let that fuel you. You let, okay, this week I'm gonna get this done. This today I'm gonna get this done. Prepare for the next day. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it simple. Do not make it hard. Do not make it complicated. It's quite easy, bro. Like, I gotta look around. A lot of people ain't really just working at their own goals. They're working for somebody else and they hate it. They don't like it at all. Like, they don't. So it's real easy to work at your own goals when you find that out for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're not doing what nobody else wants you to do. Make sure you're doing it because you want to do it. That makes the best sense. We got to be by ourselves all alone. Like, you could be in a room full of people and still all alone, right? So it makes the best sense of at least know why you in that room. Do you even really want to be in that room? How can you change that room? The people in the room? How can you get more money? I don't want to say more money, but more utility, to get the things that you need food wise, the necessities. And that's just the biggest thing about working on your goals and being consistent. And I can say I also, me being consistent, I've created me new opportunities that I haven't had before, right? I've been meeting more people align with my goals, my values, and my vision and my perspective. And it just make the most sense, right? Why are you gonna be in a room, people telling them your goals, and these people they ain't even align with you in the first place to give a dang. They don't give a dang, bro. Like, you can say the most real stuff, but if nobody in that room is real, ain't nobody gonna hear you. So it's best to just really find out what you headed. Not everybody got the same values, the virtues, the experience. They ain't got their eyes open. All you can do is best is pray for them and keep it pushing. It's fun though, like, cause like I say, bro, I'm even more aligned with myself on this damn camera, bro. It feels, I'm just being real. I'm not putting on no, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even, like, I know myself more, like, even more to the depths of I'm not doing this for nobody else but myself. And that alone is gonna help people. Because you can't help nobody if you ain't being real. You know what I'm saying? And that makes the most sense of this shit. So, like, why not be fueled by the things that you want to do in life? Stop with all that walking around saying you tired and shit. I'm tired of what? Like, you ain't even laugh, bro. Like, you ain't even did nothing. You been doing shit for them. They stealing your energy. You wanna let them steal your energy? No. That don't make no sense, And life go on. Like, we always gotta contain ourselves. Life to us. But life happen outside of us. Especially if you got damn kids, especially if you got next generations, especially if you want things to go be better off in the future, right? Yet you just content with being tired. You have to find a process for yourself, find a goal for yourself, and let that fuel you. Let the frustrations come, figure it out. But as time go, it's easier. If you do all this for another job, right? The frustrations come up. You saw that, but when it's time for you to do your own thing, and the frustration come up, and you just quit, what they say about you, man? So I'm not no quitter, and I just a person that like making sense of things. That just don't make sense for me, bro. Because at least a lot of other things can be demanding. Just as demanding as the much energy you need to get to where you go. But if you do the things that's so demanding, man, if you ain't trying to figure out a way around it, nah. But yeah, I just want to make this video because this is really important though to me. Like, it's cheat flow state. Cheat flow state. It's easy, bro. Cheat flow state, like, bro. This is an easy video.